Hello everyone, I'm Raven from Raven Comics, and today we're starting a new Batman saga called Batman: Arkham Knight, in which we'll see the origin of the Arkham Knight. You're not Bruce Wayne at all. I have to admit, you fooled me in the dark. I really thought I had a chance to kill him. These two donut containers that tried so hard to help you. They were probably just as surprised as I was to get a pale imitation of someone way cooler. But don't feel bad, my pets won't discriminate against you. They love devouring big liars who disturb the night. We begin with Ratcatcher, who was about to go about his business. He was ordering the rats to eat him. But suddenly, someone arrives. This here is the Arkham Knight, who attacks him with a hard knee strike. Now he grabs him and throws him toward the very rats. Ratcatcher asks if he really thinks this will stop him. He loves this feeling. His rats biting with their tiny teeth. He has been considered dead in this city long before now. If he doesn't believe him, he should ask the Penguin. He'll come back and find him. Well, that won't be possible because the Knight attacks with an electric shock. Hush, thanks Arkham. The Knight knows him well enough to trust that he won't cause trouble. His new face makes him arrogant. But he has to leave now. Batman is about to arrive. Batman arrives at the crime scene. He asks Oracle to send an ambulance to the north of Arkham City. There are two fallen officers along with Ratcatcher. This is at the intersection of Gleason and Gray Streets. No need to turn on the sirens. Meanwhile, atop a building, Hush asks the Arkham Knight, "What the hell are they doing here?" The Arkham Knight asks him not to tense up. But what the hell is he talking about? Arkham throws him, and Hush begins to fall. He doesn't have to worry. He just has to grab onto this pipe. Later, they land in a secret base. The Arkham Knight gives him some new bandages. Truthfully, the move he made tonight wasn't the smartest. Jason tells him that he doesn't need his approval to do what he does. They both have to be prepared for what's coming. He's ready to do his part, but is the Arkham Knight? The Knight tells him that he knows better than anyone that he's always ready. In fact, he was born ready. What they say is true. Having kids can't save a marriage, especially if both parents are drug addicts and broke, constantly moving. Those two parents were Jason's. But there he was anyway, an 8-pound solution to a big problem. When Jason was a baby, his father was taking care of him. Mr. Willis told his wife to get comfortable and take the blanket over there. She had to rest. There were some cookies and juice for her somewhere around. He had to step out for a moment to check something with a guy. Later, we see him arguing with Maroni. He has to tell Falcone that he has something really good to negotiate. He's going to hand over this kid, and that will settle things. If Willis thinks that will close the deal, then he really is the dumbest son of a bitch in Gotham City. And that's saying a lot. Maroni came all the way here to see his methadone-addicted ass because he said he had a way to pay Mr. Falcone. And now he wants to give him 50 years for endangering a child? No kid can settle his debts. Only money can. He truly is a disgusting character and has a lot of nerve bringing a life into this world when he can't even take care of his own ass. Now they're going to give the kid back to him. He has one more week to get the first payment. After that, there won't be an after that. Jason's father used to tell him that when he was born, he was such a loser that they couldn't give him anything. Willis returns to his wife. He bought them a few days, but they didn't want the baby. What are they going to do? What the hell are they going to do? Cat doesn't know. It's the gravity of this place. It seems like they'll never be able to escape with their baby, with this damn kid. Jason was reminded of that fact before Maroni put a bullet in both of their heads on his 13th birthday. By the time he was 15, he was the best runner in the city. No one could touch him. He was used to living alone and working alone. He made a deal with Maroni to stay away from his bosses and have 4 corners in Happy Hills, just for him, keeping them clean. He didn't want anyone shitting where he slept. He bought himself a lot of goodwill from his neighbors. The price for this piece was his parents, who by then had broken their word to enough lenders that they had every bone in their bodies broken. He didn't even blink when handing them over. Family is just more gravity. Outside of Happy Hills, Gotham was his playground. There was almost nothing he couldn't steal. He was familiar with the darkest corners of Gotham better than anyone. So it was easy to stay away from the cops. He was 15 and had developed a nice routine. That was until gravity threw his future straight into his lap. There he was, minding his own business, when suddenly Batman appeared, being attacked by the Joker. He had heard something about the Bat, but had never seen him face to face. Everyone knew the Joker from something he had done a few Christmases ago. The Joker was about to attack him again, but Jason managed to save him. I don't know what got into me, because I was never someone who considered himself a hero. But at that moment, it was pretty clear that this clown meant serious trouble. The Joker told him to back off. What? Don't you get it? He knocked him out. That's a big deal for him. The first time in months. I mean, if I have to take the time to kill him now, I'll kill you too. Jason gets pissed off. This stupid bat is bringing freaks to this place. Jason grabs something from the utility belt. He hopes this thing does something cool while he does all the hard work. Jason lunges at the Joker. The Joker starts laughing. He tells him he's fast, but slithering won't save him. Jason attacks with the grapple gun. Should have stayed out of my block. Now he slides between his legs and manages to take him down. The Joker doesn't get it. How does this bat have so many kids working for him? Must be the cape. Jason points the gun at Joker's head. Joker always says you should never rely on machines. They always ruin the ending. But this boy wonder might be telling the truth. Could this be his daddy? Before Jason can pull the trigger, Batman throws a batarang at him. He doesn't have to kill him. Batman grabs Joker. It looks like the clown has to go. But the kid doesn't need to worry. Joker will never forget him. He has this thing for faces. Batman punches him and tells him to shut up. Jason walks away, and Batman thanks him for his help. Jason says it's no problem. One hand washes the other. But before Jason leaves, Batman tells him he's forgetting something. It's a bag full of money. Later, we see Jim Gordon. The kid's name is Jason Todd. His parents are dead. He doesn't have a criminal record, but he's wanted for questioning in over 36 thefts in the past few years. Batman realizes the kid is clearly talented. Jim tells him he has the wrong kind of talent. Some kids just can't be taught the right path, no matter how hard you try. That night, I was arrested as a minor on charges of theft and possession of a firearm. But within a week, I was released thanks to a new Wayne Industries program for troubled teens that paid for a new school as long as I stayed out of trouble. I lived at the school, but instead of treating it like a prison I couldn't escape from, I decided to see it as an opportunity. My mother used to complain about Gotham's gravity, how it made it nearly impossible to escape. She was an idiot. After a few months, I met the big man, Bruce Wayne. Personally, he had paid for all the opportunities that were now in front of me. I had no idea why he had helped me, but I owed him a lot. He changed my life. If I had known then what I know now, I would have killed him right there. Later, Jason is in his room. Batman enters through the window and tells him he owes him one. Jason asks what the hell he wants now. He's already been arrested for that robbery. He's clean. Can't he just leave him alone? Batman tells him to shut up before his mouth makes him change his mind. It's a test for tonight. He needs to see if they can do something cool besides stealing. That night, everything changed for me. From that moment on, I knew I had left my parents behind forever. I would never let the weight of the world drag me back into the filth of the streets. Complaining about things everyone else deals with is what losers like my parents do. Gotham's gravity may be strong, it's true. But fighting it, pushing against it, what doesn't kill you makes you so much stronger. Back to the present, Jason tells Hush that everything is fine. Not even Bruce Wayne's own parents would be able to tell the difference. Hush has learned his lesson. He'll keep his face covered until he's ready. Jason tells him, "Of course you will. You don't need a stupid mistake ruining what has taken years to build. This city already has enough uncontrollable lunatics as it is." He hands him an inactive microthermal compound he made from the remains of Clayface in Arkham City. If you rub it on the scars, they'll heal. They're close. Almost everything is in place. Everyone who needs to be involved has to stay alert. Underestimating Batman is unforgivable. The only greater crime is underestimating the Arkham Knight. Exactly what he has done. And that's a crime worth killing for. Later, we're with Robin. He's being attacked. Robin? What a pathetic joke. Hit him again. Slade is the one attacking Robin. Deathstroke is receiving orders from the Arkham Knight. Slade has no choice. He's the boss. He's sorry, but Robin is in the wrong job at the wrong damn time. Slade is attacking, but Robin uses his staff to defend himself. Why are you talking to yourself? Seems like you're going senile. You're just an old man getting slower by the second. Robin lands a hard hit with his staff. But before he can land another, Slade easily stops him. Youth is overrated. If you don't believe me, you can ask your father about it. Slade grabs him by the neck. Let's see if you can scream loud enough for your father to hear. Robin tells him to go to hell. Suddenly, Slade is attacked from behind. Nightwing has arrived. Batman may not be his father, but you're definitely messing with Nightwing's little brother. Now why don't you apologize before we start breaking things? Nightwing was the first. He always gets the first orders. He has to make him regret it. Deathstroke absolutely will. This little crazy game of the bat, this is the result. People and kids drawn into his personal war, bleeding and dying. Over and over and over again. It wasn't supposed to be this way. That wasn't the plan. Jason was supposed to be everything he needed. We travel back years ago with Scarecrow. He fears he hasn't been introduced to this boy yet. This new Robin. However, Joker mentioned there was a new boy wonder. Which made him wonder, does he scare as easily as the last one? Jason prepares to attack. Not only is he the new Robin, but he's also the upgraded version. Jason has taken down his enemies. When he was a kid, he learned that fools like Scarecrow and Riddler would always be the easiest to fool. It looks like Gotham streets are safe once again. Batman gets serious and tells him to get in the car. Jason asks what's wrong with him. He executed the maneuver to knock him out perfectly, just as they had practiced. Plus, he was the one who pointed out where Riddler was. Batman tells him he's still talking too much, giving away information. Surprise is their best weapon. They're not here to put on a show. Robin asks what the hell he's talking about. He wasn't putting on a show. Well, to avoid arguing, he gives him the benefit of the doubt. Batman tells him to get some sleep. Alfred will pick him up at 8:30. It's an important day for them. Batman drops him off at home, and Robin goes inside. We travel back in time a little. Several months ago, proving himself as Bruce Wayne's partner meant receiving what was supposed to be the ultimate prize. Gotham County allowed Bruce to adopt him as a state ward. Wayne Manor became his home. Him, a street kid, it was insane. As they walk together, Bruce tells him he knows he's not always warm and welcoming. And he means that when they're working, but this isn't about that. He just wants to help him reach his potential. There's something great inside him. He can see it. And he knows it's tough to reach that potential without a father or even just a friend to guide you. He couldn't be happier to welcome him into the family. Jason knows that because he saw Bruce crying when he signed the papers. Jason gets into the limousine. Alfred offers to help him, but Jason refuses. Enough with the butler thing. He's told him 1,000 times. He can do it himself. Wayne Manor was a suffocating, labyrinthine trap filled with history and grief. And for a while, it had exactly what he needed. Jason is surprised to see the library. Bruce tells him Alfred built it for him with wood they found in the forest. He would never stand in the way of someone who loves to read. The only condition is to be careful when taking out Doyle's Sherlock Holmes. Jason asks why. When he pulls out the book, a secret door opens. That's what they were talking about. Jason has earned it. At that moment, he could have thrown Bruce down the elevator shaft and saved everyone a lot of trouble. But he didn't. Instead, he decided to drag the trouble groaning and kicking right into the heart of the world. Back to the present. Slade is still fighting the kids. Batman didn't know that he wasn't just a puppet when he got into this. That he would cut any string that pulled too hard. From a bitten sandwich in the trash to a dropped wallet, he grew up protecting what was his. Sharing his toys never came naturally. It still doesn't. But he doesn't feel bad about what's about to happen. He never pretended to be something he wasn't. It's not his fault Batman refused to see him for who he really was. We jump back in time again. Jason Todd was fighting Deathstroke, who knocked him off his bike with a powerful kick. Jason asks what he did to Batman. Slade says he did what he had to do. He exterminated him. Robin can't believe it. There's no way Batman is dead. Now, furious, he's about to attack. But out of nowhere, someone catches him with a rope. Batman appears behind him. You need to work on your landings. Slade can't believe it. Batman was dead. He killed him. The Bat tells him that just because he fell doesn't mean he's dead. Now he's going to hit him with a powerful electric shock. Robin gets up. He thought they were working together. Batman tells him he disobeyed. He told him to let Slade escape no matter what. No matter what happened, he had to obey. Robin thought he was dead. Where was he? Well-laid plans change when your partner ends up dead. That's exactly what Batman needed Deathstroke to think. If he had followed orders, he would have led them straight to whoever hired him. But instead, he just reminded him that it's better to work alone. Batman asks Alfred to send the car. Jason feels bad. It quickly became clear that Batman wasn't going to trust him or anyone, especially not some kid he barely knew, who was nothing more than a restoration project. He was an idiot. He thought Batman was looking for a son, someone to help fill the void left by his murdered parents. But he wasn't looking for a son. He was looking for an assistant. Months went by hearing the same thing. Be his shadow, keep the damned civilians safe, and stay out of his way. He felt like a damn lapdog. But he tried to keep his head free of negative thoughts and focus on something better that he felt was waiting for him. During the day, he was everything Bruce wanted him to be, taking full advantage of being the billionaire orphan's ward. At night, he was patient. He watched. He learned. He waited for something better. And then one night, that something better suddenly exploded right in his face. He finally opened his eyes to Batman's dirty, hidden truths. All because he refused to sit back and do nothing. The Joker was fighting Batman. The clown is flattered that Batman finally found him. Hiding in abandoned chemical plants isn't the social scene it used to be. He's so tired of being alone. Batman is on the ground. Could poor, beaten Batsy use some help? Looks like a sidekick would do him some good. Well, that sidekick is about to step into action. Jason uses the Batmobile to attack Joker. The clown asks what he's doing. He's killing someone. Who said he could crash this party? Doesn't matter. There's plenty more fun where that came from. Batman has to go after him. His next trick is going to blow his head off. Robin chases him. Batman doesn't have to worry. He'll catch this freak. Batman gets up and tells him not to go in. That's exactly what Joker wants. Suddenly, there's a massive explosion. Batman gets caught in the blast as well. When he gets up, he can't believe it. Back in the present, Arkham Knight is almost home. Slade can stop playing now. He tells the kids it was fun. They helped him get his heart rate up and break a sweat. But now, heads need to roll, and bounties need to be collected. Slade leaves, and Jason has arrived at his destination. Now he tells Deathstroke he did a good job. Slade asks if he got what he was looking for. Arkham Knight says yes. The vehicle modifications can begin immediately. There was also the added benefit of observing Batman's protégés up close. They're good, but they can be beaten. But what about Slade? Jason tells him the same as always. The payment is already being transferred to his account. Slade likes a man who pays his debts up front. But what's next? Well, for Slade, it's time for a break. Arkham Knight is out. For him, something else is next, something he should have taken care of a long time ago. A return to the scene of the crime. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TJ Prime, and see you in the next video.